Okay, back. I had a problem with my last video. I did a bunch of stuff that didn't get recorded, so I'm going to run through some of it again, probably fairly quickly. I noticed there was a point over here that's not being displayed properly. So how did I identify that? I went to point groups, properties. We're going to select all points, slide it all the way up the hierarchy to the top. Now it'll display every point with the number, the elevation, the description, and an X for the node location. That's where the data point was actually collected. So I can't read this. Let's drop our scale down temporarily to inch equals 5. Pipe F. That should look like a property corner. But it doesn't, it just vanishes. Why is that? Let's find out. Let's go to our boundary pins, pipes, and X cuts, properties. This is the point group it should be in. Point list. There's a pin CF in here, but there's no pipe F. Why is that? Let's see. How does it know what points go in here? We'll go to include. And now it's there. I told it anything that has a pipe with anything after it, now it should be included in this list. There it is. And you can do that for any of these, anything else that's not showing that should be. If you find that you have some problems with some things displaying, that's where to fix it. It should be set up already in template, but occasionally there's things that don't get caught. Like that was the wrong code to use in the field for that object. Let's bump our scale back up. Let's go to our sheet view. Remember we locked this, so I can double click inside and zoom in and out. It won't adjust it. Let's label, I want to label all the building dimensions. Parcel, add parcel labels, multiple segments. I went too fast. Parcel, add parcel label, multiple. Select the polyline for the building. Oh, those are boundary labels. I don't want it to look that way. Let me select one of them, right click, edit the style of the label. I want it to look like a building dimension. Okay, there you go. It's smaller and it's 1 decimal place. Match properties. I want this label style to apply to this one, this one, this one, all these green numerical labels. Obviously, we have a lot of overlapping text. I'm not going to do a video demonstrating how you drag each one of these out of the way, but that's how we're going to handle it. Just moving those out of the way. And if you decide there are too many, there's 3 spot shots. He needed to shoot that to get it to draw the line work, but we don't need to display all 3 of those. So we're going to escape to remove that current selection. I'm going to go to this group here, suppress, the suppress point group. What's that all about? Let's see the properties of it. It has no point style, no point label. So let's include some points. We go to the include group, select a set in the drawing. Let's say I want to include these three because there's not going to be a good way to display them. I'll grab that one too. There's two right here. Get rid of that one. Okay, right click to accept. Okay, nothing happened, but if I regenerate the screen, they vanish. What is this? It displays as a gutter. He called it garage floor. Again, that's the incorrect code. So let's go to garage floor point group. It includes anything called GF. I'll just add his garage floor. It added it. Now it displays it as regenerate. Now it displays it as GF with the elevation. Let's suppose I don't want to do it that way. Properties. Get rid of garage floor. Regenerate. It's displaying as a gutter again. Hit right click this, unlock this point so that I can manipulate it. And then the description is garage floor should be GF. Update garage floor point group, and now it catches it. So there's two ways to deal with that situation. So that's a sort of a quick rundown of what's inside this point group manager and how it works. Ideally, everything would be in the template already and would function, but it's not working that way. So we're going to go back here into our model. We're going to select our boundary. We're going to move it onto that pipe. I've already rotated it to that one. We have a monumented boundary line on our only adjoiner. This property corner is off a little bit, but that's at the intersection of this right away. We're just going to leave it that way for now. We didn't set any corners because this is a topography for a septic field replacement. We're going to move the text for the roadway here. This roadway text, I had already aligned them or did the text orient command, T-O-R-I, and then it fills in T-orient. So I want to make it go this way. I want to hit enter to do the same command again. Select that text. I want to line it up with this line. And there you go. Let's move some other text in here. Move this somewhere in our drawing. Here, let's go to the sheet view. Look at all these different copies of this text and all of these different scales. Let's add delete scales. Delete, 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 delete. We don't want to delete 30 because that's what we're using. Now it's only at the appropriate scale. This information needs to get filled in. That's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go back. Let's move another piece of text in. Let's orient this text to there. What if we were to delete the current scale? It's gone. It doesn't have a display setting for 30 scale anymore because we just deleted it. But if I go into model space, I can see it here and I can make sure I'm set to 30 and I can right click it, Annotative object scale, add the current scale. And it's back. Let's do another example quickly with annotative text. Let's change the scale to 10 for a second. So I'm going to move the walkway text here. I'm going to text orient it to this line. I'm going to go back to my, why is it not facing the right way? Let's go back to the model space. It is facing the right way here at 10 scale. Let's annotative object scale, synchronize multiple scale positions. And now it is facing the right way in all scales. That's another little trick for annotative text. We'll stop there.